Point Dedicated Services, dedicated to safe operations, safety by choice, not by chance. The following video was created by Point Dedicated Services to extol the benefits of dash camera videos. We have three primary purposes: subrogation of damage, to prove our claim, to exonerate drivers who have been wrongly accused of fault in an accident, and to mitigate damages when we are at fault to try and get out in front of the claims to settle with the claimant. Our dash camera footage is to be used solely by Point Dedicated Services and should never be offered as a third-party benefaction. We don't want to get involved in other people's lawsuits. In this first video, we're going to take a look at subrogation. In this particular case, we had extensive damage to one of our tractors due to negligence by a road construction company. This occurred just north of the Ohio border in Michigan. The road construction company was an Ohio company that had set up a mobile arrow sign trailer on the Michigan side of the border for road construction which was occurring in Ohio. As you can see, it was raining quite heavily and the sign was not visible until the very last minute. Part of this was caused by the glare from the border sign in the background. In this particular case, the road construction company had denied responsibility. We also discovered that they had not pulled permits to set their equipment up in the state of Michigan. So still clips of our video, along with the laws regulating permits, we were able to negotiate a settlement. As you can see, the actual damages to the tractor were $27,459.49. We also had loss of use issues and used our lien payment to negotiate additional money. Final settlement out of court, $32,796.61. The next video you are about to see deals with exoneration. Our driver was unaware of the circumstances of the accident until he felt a tug on the trailer area. You can see by the police report, the interview of the other party indicated that our driver swerved into her, striking her with the tractor. The dash camera video shows something entirely different. As you note, the image appears to be the passenger side, but this is actually the driver's side due to the mirror type reflection as far as the camera goes. This is illustrated by the forward facing camera. The headlights you see now coming up in the rear are the car. She's hit a puddle, lost control, struck the K-rail, and then hit the side of our trailer. Less than a week after this accident, we received a letter of representation from an attorney representing the young lady involved. We sent a copy of the video on to the responding police department, and upon reviewing the video, that narrative of the police report was changed. Once we received the revised police report, a copy was sent on to the plaintiff attorney representing the young lady, and the scales of justice were tipped back in our favor. As a result of the dash cameras, we were not required to incur any attorney fees or court costs, nor did we have to settle for any damages to the other party. The third video is also an example of exoneration due to the dash cameras. In this case, the physical evidence of the scene that the officer came upon would indicate that our driver was at fault. We were identified as Vehicle 1, and the original narrative stated that Vehicle 1 struck the driver's side of Vehicle 2. Here in the video you can see the driver had just exited a highway and was pulling onto a city street. Note the vehicle behind at the stop. That is the second party. Now pay attention to the turn signal that you will see flashing. Our driver indicated his right-hand turn well before the turn was initiated. The other driver sped up to try and get around him, and she initiated contact. You'll also see the truck in the intersecting traffic which blocked our turn. Once the video was sent, the police report was revised and our driver was found not to be at fault. No further activity was required by us, nor did the claimant pursue us further. In this next video, it's very similar to exoneration, although this was a disputed fact between our driver and the other driver. When the police responded, both drivers indicated the other to be at fault, and they were unable to make a determination. Therefore, both drivers were allowed to leave the scene. We suffered little to no damage to our trailer, and therefore we kept this video as a safeguard to protect in case the other driver continued to blame us for the accident. As you can see, it was his fault in merging. The final video is for mitigation. Our driver was responsible for the damage, and by having the dash camera video, we were able to confirm he was responsible for the damage. We then reached out to the claimant within 24 hours of the accident, sent an appraiser out, and also put them in a rental car during repairs. Because of the prompt settlement offer, the claimant did not pursue an attorney or attempt to make any other claims against us. You can see by the release, the accident occurred on July 12th, and we had a full and final release of claim on July 20th. The dash camera allowed us to get out ahead of this before it got out of control. One final note regarding dash cameras. Because of the electronic control modules in our vehicles, we're able to register hard brakes or sudden stops, fast turns, which allow us then to pull the video to use as a training tool to show our drivers. We also have countermeasures, which are training material and tests that we have the driver take to prevent such activity in the future.